What is up, YouTube? Today I want to talk about why you should stop drinking alcohol right now if you feel that it has any negative effect. In fact, even if it doesn't has any negative effect on you, I just want to share my story of how I quit alcohol when I was 20, and right now I'm 30 months sober, and that's probably one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. Let me start. So, if you have decided to watch this video or any other on how to quit alcohol, in fact, I think you have already done 50% of the work. You're already on the right path if you understand that that's a problem for you. And being honest, it's not that difficult as it looks, right? 1 month is literally all it takes for you to not to want to drink ever again. I remember I was contemplating this for a very long time that I should quit, but it looked for me like such an unachievable goal, right? Because I had to put in my mind the fact that I will never drink ever again for the rest of my life. So I was 20, and I think I was expecting to live another 80 years up till 100. So when you're 20 and you want to try to change your mind to be comfortable with not drinking for 80 years, which is 4 times more than I have lived at the time, it was like, wow, it's a little too much for me. It looks really unachievable. But really, 1 month is all it takes to genuinely, I'm not joking right now, to genuinely never want to drink ever again. Like, you just don't want this. It's not like you saying, no, I don't want this. I will tell you, I will tell myself in my mind that I don't want this, so I really don't want this. I will try to like play some mind games with me. So like, no, like you genuinely don't want to drink alcohol. Like, if people just offer me and offer me money to drink, I just say, I don't want to. I really don't want to. So the thing for this 1 month is, 1 month completely no alcohol. That means no wine for cooking, no candies with liquor, like really no cheating in here, all right? Really no cheating, no exposure to alcohol at all. Of course, you can use fragrances, just spray them on your body, don't drink them like some people do. Yeah, some people actually do this. Of course, this also applies for drugs if you're using any. I know for most people it's weed. And honestly, after 1 month, it's actually quite easy. Now, the biggest obstacle is not, like any physiological or mental addiction that you have to the alcohol, but the biggest obstacle for people that no one really admits to, right? It's social aspect. Social aspect is the biggest one. That's what most people are afraid of. That's what I was afraid of. That's just a problem which is in your head. Honestly, that's like all it is. You most likely gonna feel weird, explaining to your friends and surroundings that you want to quit alcohol, that you want to stay sober, and you will feel weird, you know, being in a situation when others are drinking and you're not, right? That will be kind of weird for you, but trust me, you just have to stay authentic to your values. Like, there is really nothing to be afraid of people. They will understand your choice and be supportive to you. Just trust me. That was really the biggest concern for me, that the friends that I had at the time when I made this decision, which wasn't many, I thought I will lose them completely and I will be completely alone. That was my that was what I was afraid of the most, right? But everyone actually was quite supportive. I was even surprised. Like, people are actually very understanding when someone else wants to quit, but they won't quit themselves. So trust me, it's absolutely normal thing, And by the time when I was, I think, when I was 6 months sober, when I was 6 months sober, I got back home. It was Christmas, and my family went to meet friends of my family, which are my cousins, right? For a Christmas party. I was the only one there not drinking. And I already started to explaining to my family the concept of how it's good for you, how healthy this is, and how actually easy it is to quit alcohol. No one fucking cared. Everyone got drunk, wasted, absolutely. Then the next day, my father wakes up and says, "You know, Edwin, maybe you are right about quitting alcohol. Maybe I should also quit it because I feel very bad." He felt disgusting. So the day after that drinking Christmas party, uh, or I think even the day after that, I was going with my father to the gym, and he said that he feels completely awful. He feels disgusting. Yeah, I think it was already 24 hours past. We were driving to the gym, and he actually had to like blow into this alco tester because he was feeling so shitty. And he said, "Yeah, like I might consider quitting alcohol." And you know what day it was? It was, I think, like 27th, 28th. So it was few days until the New Year's Eve, right? It was few days until the New Year's Eve, and my family was invited to some other party with other cousins, and I just knew, like, my father is not gonna stick to not drinking. Like, I just knew. Yeah, he was feeling very shitty at the time when he said it, that he might consider it, but I knew, like, it's few days until the New Year's Eve, and if he will tell everyone else at the party that he will not drink, that would be like absolute revolution. That would be the end of the world for him. And the thing is, the older you get, um, the more difficult it is to not fit in the social circle, and it's very difficult thing for people, social aspects, just because no one wants to feel left out, right? I mean, 2,000 years ago, if you are banished from your tribe, you're only one for survival, you're most likely gonna die. Most likely you're just gonna die. So people are very afraid of being left out and being banished from any imaginary group. Like, if you think these friends, these people are your friends, and they're laughing at you because you want to quit alcohol, like, they're not really your friends. I mean, how can I? Idiots. This this is not fun. Like, these are not even your friends. These are just people that you happen to drink with. You're just being stupid with them together. That's basically it. So if you do all or the right things, from Monday to Friday, you are working hard in your job, you're going to the gym, I don't know, like reading books and just trying to be, a better person, Monday to Friday, that's amazing. Bro, really, congratulations. You have all of that momentum, which is really difficult to build. So, like, this day, you will be probably, I don't know, like 6 out of 10 of your capacity. Here you will be 7, 8. Here maybe 8.5. Here maybe 9. Here on a Saturday, you decide to do something really fucking stupid. Like go out drinking on 7 p.m. It will be a 2. It will be really, really shitty. Here, probably like 2.5, because you will wake up like a fucking vegetable, incapable of thinking and doing the basic things. Doesn't matter how old you are and how well you think you feel, you will not be operating at your full capacity, I promise you. So then on Monday, you'll most likely feel alright, right? You will most likely feel well, and you won't think that you have a hangover. But honestly, it takes much more than that. You may not feel like shit, but your body will feel like shit. Your brain will feel like shit. You will not be able to operate at the full capacity. So here, I think it's probably like a 4, right? Here maybe 4.5. Here maybe a 5. Okay, here you're back to 6. Most of the toxins have actually left your body, but honestly, like completely to de-hangover, it takes 21 days. It takes 21 days, but most of the effect is probably gone by like 5 days, right? So what happened for me is that I eventually became so tired of waking up feeling slow, bloated, stupid, and just incapable of doing basic things, after drinking. And it was taking me the whole day to not feel like a vegetable. I remember after the night of drinking out, I'm waking up, my lips are super dry, my head hurts. I'm incapable of doing anything. I don't want to do anything. I don't have the appetite. No, I was a very skinny kid. I know you couldn't tell by now, but I was a very skinny kid, and I just wanted to put on some weight. I wanted to go to the gym. I wanted to look well, and I knew the biggest obstacle for me was actually eating. I had absolutely no appetite. Like I had very little appetite overall. But after a night of drinking, my appetite would, even the small amount of appetite I had, it was like plummeting on the floor, and I was feeling disgusting. I was going to the gym at the same time after the night of drinking, and it was so fucking shitty. I was sweating all over the place. I couldn't focus. I was like twice weaker, and I just wanted to cut my workout 30 minutes in. So you understand like how unsustainable it was. Friday, you don't plan to go drink on Friday. Previously you went on Saturday, but now you want to drink as many days in a week as possible. You drink on Friday, you're back to 1. You drink on Saturday, you're back to 1. Sunday, you wake up feeling like absolute shit, like absolute disgusting dog who wasn't been washed for 5 years. Sunday, I hope you won't drink on Sunday, but most people drink beer when they are hungover, which is like absolutely disgusting. It's even worse. So it's like a 2, right? Because you drank 2 days in a week, now it's not a 4, now it's a 3. Now here's 3.5. Here comes Wednesday, and all you are thinking about is how you're gonna get fucking wasted on Friday with the same dumb people. It's probably a 4. Here probably like 5.5. You're getting all that dopamine, all the energy, all that excitement about drinking on Friday. How you're gonna get wasted with stupid people. So you're back to 1. Here you're drinking again, you're back to 1. Okay, here I will give you a 2, but still pretty fucking shitty. So you're gaining all that momentum from Monday to Friday, and then you just crash it all on Saturday. Slowly picking up on Sunday, but like 2.5, it's like really shitty, right? It's like really bad, to be honest. And if I'm being even more honest, I started drinking when I was 17. So from the ages of 17 to 20, alcohol didn't really had that much of the negative effect on me. Like, yeah, I would wake up. Sometimes I would feel hungover, but most of the time not. Like, I could have handled. I've been handling my liquor pretty well. I could wake up and have sufficient amount of energy. Especially when I went to US when I was 20 during the summer. I was drinking probably like 5 days a week and smoking weed probably like 6 or 7 days per week together with alcohol. It was the best feeling for me. And next day I would wake up quite fine I would go to work, I would have energy, I wouldn't feel like complete piece of shit. So what's the point? Does alcohol slows you down or not? It does. It does. I don't know what was happening with me from 17 to 20. Like most people that young age, right? Like 17 to 20, they can wake up and feel pretty well after a night of drinking, and that's what happened to me. But the moment I got back home from US, I don't know what happened. Everything just suddenly changed, and I didn't really talk about this with anyone because I don't understand how it works. Thing is, when I got back home and I was drinking at home in Lithuania, um, everything just changed about the alcohol. I was so anxious drinking and so hungover and feeling like absolute shit the day after that. I just understood like something has to change. Like I just can't keep doing this. Honestly, I don't know what happened, but I was feeling absolutely disgusting. But anyways, the main point. Oh yeah, I don't have many. I don't have many like pictures with alcohol. It doesn't fucking pause. Anyway, this is vodka. This is me. Suka. I don't know how to replay it. Anyways, this was me trying to show how I couldn't open my eyes after a huge 2 or 3 night bender. So 3 nights in a row, I was just got accepted to university, right? Just got accepted to my university. I was 19. I was drinking like crazy, and this picture, this video, oh wow, it was taken at 10 a.m. and I can't open my pictures. Fuck, I can't open my eyes. See this? Oh, too early. I can't open my eyes at all. It was 10 a.m. It was 10 a.m. I was feeling so shitty, so dehydrated, so fucking disgusting. But anyways, main point, after 1 month, trust me, it's a piece of cake. I was honestly surprised how my view changed on alcohol just after 1 month. Really, 1 month, I swear to God, it's all it takes. Just 1 month, and I absolutely had no craving for alcohol. I was so, comfortable being in a social setting where other people drink and I'm sober. I was really so surprised by this, and I swear to God, everyone has to try this. It was such an amazing feeling. I felt like I was floating, like I was flying. It was so great. I could genuinely see myself not drinking for the rest of my life. I swear to God, I could genuinely feel like I won't drink for the rest of my life. Just after 1 month, it was so easy. It was honestly so easy. Um, fuck. What I'm trying to prove here. Most often, human reason of drink is trying to run away from our current problems. Yeah, this was still in US. I bought this like THC gummies. One of the worst experiences in my life, honestly. I was in New York, which is like 1 hour of on train from where I lived, and I remember I took half of the gummy. I didn't really felt anything in like 1 hour, so I thought, let me take one half more. I took one half more. It doesn't really show how much, but it was quite strong. Four it's 400 milligrams per one gummy. So I took 400 milligrams after like I think like 40 minutes. Wow, like wow, it suddenly hit me. I was with my thank God I was with my friends at some like Chinatown, some Chinese fucking restaurant. My food comes in. I turn my head to the right, and it just suddenly drops all on me. It was so difficult. I was like I'm turning my head to the left, and I still see the image of what I see in the front. So vision lagged like 1 second. So I turn my head, and only after 1 second I see actually what I see to the left, if that makes sense. I was feeling insanely shit. I was like, oh my god, like I honestly felt like I'm gonna die. I check my Apple Watch. I see my heart rate is like 140, 150. I think, oh my god, am I gonna die? Am I gonna die in this cheap Chinese restaurant in New York? I felt like absolute shit. I started calculating in my head what will be the sorry. I started calculated. I started calculating in my head what will be the expense if the how do you call if the ambulance takes me to the hospital. Am I gonna be able to cover this? Because everyone knows like medical care in US is so fucked up. I had insurance. I think it was up to 100K, but I felt like, okay, if I'm gonna die, if I'm gonna die in New York, how much is it gonna cost to ship my dead body back to my parents? I thought like, damn, like this was so bad. I went to the bathroom. I tried to throw up. I think like I threw up like 6 times, but there were no gummies. I thought, oh my god, like I'm fucking done. I didn't stop taking. I didn't stop taking gummies. I didn't stop taking smoking weed. In fact, I was smoking weed probably like 90, probably like 6 days out of 7, so like 6 days in a week, basically almost every day, and I was honestly fine. Um, you see me in this setting. I was honestly in love with smoking weed, and I thought maybe I will become very dumb when I will get back to home, when I'll get back to university. But honestly, no. I went back to university. I skipped the whole month of university because the whole September I was still working and then traveling. Here I was in Laguna Beach. Honestly, the best city ever. Um, I would actually love to live there. It's absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful city. Honestly, so beautiful. It's just insane. So, anyways, I got back home to uni. On the first day, we had what was it? I think macroeconomics, where we had like 100 people. We've done a Kahoot quiz, and I placed first. Can you imagine that? Like I was competing against motherfuckers who were the whole month in uni, and I didn't open a textbook once of macroeconomics, and I placed first. I got really lucky. Um, but anyways, I'm very grateful I made that decision of not drinking. One thing you have to understand that alcohol itself is not fun, and you don't really enjoy it. Like, let me put you in this example. If I give you a bottle of vodka, just plain vodka, you know, not mixed or anything, without any flavor, I close you in an empty room on a chair, and I'm telling you, you have to drink like this whole bottle, or basically any amount you want. Is that gonna be fun? Are you gonna be giggling and laughing like a little girl? Let's not be stupid. No, absolutely not. It's not fun. What is fun, and it doesn't even taste good. People who say, "Oh, like this is so tasty." No, alcohol itself, it's disgusting. Like if you drink just plain vodka, it's so disgusting. Oh my god, how people can drink this? Like burns all over the place. What is tasteful is caffeine that people put into drinks, like this Red Bull vodka, Red Bull Jägermeister. It's fucking disgusting. And sugar. There's a lot of sugar in many of the alcohols. So that's what you enjoy. It's not the alcohol itself. Even if you don't drink for the taste, like it was for me, I wasn't drinking for the taste. I knew it tastes disgusting. I was drinking, for the social aspect. I was drinking so I can get stupid with other people who also drink, who also got stupid, and we can be stupid together. That's quite a nice friendship, right? Me stupid, other people stupid and drunk, and we are doing stupid shit, and we don't care about tomorrow. That was happening to me, and most people, since the age of 18, probably don't last more than 2 weeks without the alcohol. And as I told you before, it takes like 21 day for the alcohol to completely get out of your system. So basically, since the age of 18, most people are never sober because it takes 21 days to completely get sober. And most people don't get without alcohol for more than 2 weeks. You understand? Alcohol itself is not fun. It's the picture of kids because I couldn't find. I typed like a happy group of people and I couldn't find what I was looking for. So these are kids, but imagine they are like 18 plus. They just haven't hit their puberty yet. But alcohol is not fun. Please trust me. It's not fun. Something vibrate. Alcohol is not fun. I swear to God, it's not fun. It's getting stupid with people and being carefree. What is fun for you? Alcohol is just the vehicle to get there. And here's the comparison that I tell people every time when they tell me, but Edwin, just a little bit of alcohol, just one can of beer, or like one shot of vodka, like it's fine, on a big occasion, on a birthday, on a New Year's Eve, on like Christmas or anything, like the whole family is around, the whole family is having fun, drinks alcohol. Why can't you have some? I mean, just a little bit won't hurt. What's the harm from one drink, from one can of beer, from one cocktail? What's the harm? You're not gonna die. I'm not gonna die. There's little harm, but it's still bad for you. So the comparison I give to people, have a little bit of dog poop. Like dog poop itself is bad for you, right? It's bad for you. It's disgusting. It will harm you, but just a little bit, just 1 teaspoon of dog poop, please. Just a little bit of dog poop. That's the comparison I give to people, and it blows their mind. Like, how can you compare alcohol and dog poop? Just a little bit of alcohol is fine, but just a little bit of dog poop is not fine. That's a very stupid comparison, I know, but it makes so much sense for me. If someone would offer you a dog poop, you will say no. I'm not gonna consume this. It's disgusting. And the same person says, but just a little bit is fine. Like just a little bit, it's not gonna harm you. And honestly, like just a little bit, like 1 teaspoon of dog poop, if I'm being like honest, it's probably not gonna harm you, right? You're not gonna die. But it just blows people's mind. How can you compare this? And I'm telling this comparison to absolutely everyone, and it just absolutely switches their mind, right? So I want you to have this comparison in your mind and tell this to everyone else because everyone needs to know this comparison. How come a lot of alcohol is bad, but a lot of alcohol is good? Like, it's still poison. Just a little bit of poison is fine? No, absolutely not. Like, yeah, just have this comparison. It works for me. Now, after 1 year of being completely sober, I can start trusting you on handling your liquor. After 1 year, I think exactly after 1 year of deciding to staying sober, I went to Berlin with my friend. Had absolute blast. Amazing city, amazing trip, amazing vacation. And being honest with you, I was drinking there. I wasn't like getting completely wasted all the time drinking like whiskey. No, I think there was one night where I had like 3 cocktails. No, probably like two at most, and one night where I had maybe like 2 glasses of beer, maybe 3 at most, right? At most. And I knew that I can handle my liquor. I knew that I'm not gonna get completely wasted. I knew that if I'm if I'm feeling drunk enough, I can just stop. I can just stop and don't even drink this. Yeah, I would have wasted like 4 to 5 euros on the beer, but I was absolutely fine with this. And that's the feeling I never had before. Before I stopped drinking, I wouldn't say I had a problem with drinking, but I just every time I just wanted to get as drunk as possible. And later I understood it was because I was trying to escape reality. And most of people drink to escape reality. You feel very fucked up in the office. You hate your boss. You hate your life. You hate the way you look. You hate that you have to go to the job that you hate so you can pay for the mortgage for the house that you don't even like and pay a lease on the car to impress people that you don't even like. Like that just fucks up with your mind, especially when you get like 30 plus and you start getting all of this pressure that you need to have a great car, nice house, have a wife or husband, start having kids. I know, like, start traveling to Mars, invent a cure for cancer. You get all of this pressure that you have to do more, so you just draw yourself in the alcohol every Friday and Saturday. And right now, like, I'm not 30, and I don't know if that's really how people feel when they're 30 plus, but I would imagine that's what it is. When you wasted your 20s, you've done absolutely nothing useful to yourself or society, and then you start getting all of this pressure when you are 30. Most likely you will just hide yourself in alcohol. I was hiding myself in alcohol. Like, my life was bad, but I was constantly feeling like I could do more. Like, I have so much potential in me to do everything and achieve everything. But for some reason, I wasn't doing this. And I had this insane pain every day in my mind that I can do so much more. I have so much potential that I'm not realizing. It was so painful for me that I was just hiding myself in alcohol. I was trying to get as drunk as possible on every night out. And at one moment I realized I just can't do this. I just can't do this. I'm just running away from problems. I'm just running away from reality, and I just have to face it. The moment I stopped drinking, it was the best decision in my life, honestly. It looks like the end of the presentation, but I'm not done. I think I was just too lazy to make more slides. But another point that I want to take, yeah. So, like, with this, after 1 year, I just told you that a little bit of alcohol is still bad and it's still dog poop, and now I'm telling you that after 1 year you can start handling this. Yes, exactly, because until you're a 1 year sober, that's the mindset that you need to have. That's the mindset. Absolutely no alcohol for 12 months, right? That's if you weren't sober for 12 months plus, that's the mindset you need to have. That's how you think. Absolutely no, absolutely prohibited. And for the first 12 months, I think I didn't have a single drop of alcohol. And after 1 year, you have a healthy relationship with alcohol. And by healthy relationship, I mean maybe like 1, 2 light drinks in 3 months, right? In 3 months, honestly, the last drop of alcohol I had, I think, honestly, can't even remember. I think 4 months ago. Yeah, 4 months ago in summer, I had one sip of beer. That's it, like one sip of beer because I wanted to, and that's it. One sip was enough for me. I didn't have this like hook to drink more, drink more, drink more. So that's it. With after 1 year of trusting yourself, you can start handling this because you can trust yourself with alcohol. Another point I'm trying to make: when you are young, I think up until like 25 years old, you're not gonna feel much of the drawbacks from drinking. But it all starts to accumulate very fast after 25. I'm 23, so I haven't felt this, but I believe that that's what it will be. So one day I was in a sauna with the guy who was like 35, and we just started randomly talking about being sober and not drinking. And he said that he has a friend who's like 30, and this his friend was drinking for like 10 years, and at the age of 30 he can't feel his right leg sometimes. Like he can still walk, but sometimes he just loses feeling in his right leg because of drinking. Can you imagine that? You're 30, most people will live to 100, I believe. You're 30, you have 70 more years to live, and you start losing your feeling in the leg. Most of men reach their peak and prime when they are like 36, 38. So you haven't even reached your peak years yet, your peak performance in all areas of your life. You can't feel your leg. So that's the thing. So when you're up until 25, you may still not feel many of the negative effects of drinking, but after 25, I think it will all come back to you in the worst way possible. Yeah, so that's basically it. Biggest message, just try 1 month completely without the alcohol. It will get much, much, much easier. You don't enjoy the alcohol itself. You enjoy the sugar in the alcohol, the caffeine in the alcohol, and being stupid with other people. Don't be afraid of the social aspect. People will actually be very supportive of you. And after 1 year, I can start to trust you on handling your liquor, and you won't get wasted every time. So that's it.